Is a murder mystery in South Carolina, the Low Country, involving two members of a prominent legal family. Police have not mentioned any clues or suspects publicly in the murders of Maggie and Paul Murdaugh. The investigation into their deaths is prompting a new scrutiny on a cold case from 2015, however. And Fox News has an exclusive interview with a former state trooper involved in that case from 6 years ago. Griff Jenkins is on that story, Colleton County in South Carolina. Good morning, Griff.
Good morning, Bill. There have been no arrests and no persons of interest have been publicly named in the investigation into the brutal murder of Paul and Maggie Murdaugh, as they're referred to here locally in Colleton County. We went out to the property yesterday. It's a 1,700-acre hunting lodge the Murdaughs own. We tried to find out what has led investigators to reopen the 2015 cold case of the death of 19-year-old Stephen Smith. That case ruled a hit and run death, but we spoke to the lead investigator, former trooper Todd Proctor, and he says that in his recollections, it was anything but a hit and run. Listen. You said it pointed more to a murder and less of a hit and run.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I had been in law enforcement on the highway patrol for, 15 years. I've worked several collisions, hit and run collisions. Nothing about this case from the very beginning pointed towards it being a hit and run.
You stated then on record that you thought it pointed towards a murder. Why?
I mean, again, as any investigator, you go off of the evidence. There was no evidence that pointed towards this being a hit and run or a vehicle even being involved in it. It looked like it was more staged, like possibly the body had been placed in the roadway.
Proctor says, by the way, that the state law enforcement division, SLED as it's known here, leading the investigation into Paul and Maggie Murdaugh's death, that they have not contacted him yet. He's willing to talk to them anytime.